Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. I offer my humble obeisance unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vasudeva. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Sarasvatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet. Before reciting Srimad Bhagvatam, which is the very means of conquest, one should offer respectful obeisance unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayana, unto Nanda and Rishi, the supermost human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and unto Srila Vyasadeva, the author of Srimad Bhagvatam. Nashtaprayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttama shloke bhaktir bhavati naishtiki. By regular attendance in the classes on Srimad Bhagvatam and by rendering service unto the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed, and loving service unto the Personality of Godhead, who is praised with transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact. Guruve Gaurachandraye Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Bhaktaya Namo Namaha. Shri Narsingha Jaya Narsingha Jaya Jaya Narsingha Prahladesha Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bhringa Ugram Viram Mahavishnu Jwalantam Sarvato Mukham Narsingham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrityur Mrityu Namamiham. Hare Krishna. Dear Vaishnavas, thank you so much for joining. Today is very, very auspicious day. It is the day of the appearance of Lord Nrsimhadev, whose pastimes we have been reading for the last couple of weeks and will continue to read for maybe a month or two. So today is that auspicious day, and actually this is that auspicious time in the evening. It was neither night or evening, it was like the transition, the time of dusk, and we are so fortunate that we are reading Bhagavatam and the pastime of Nrsimhadev and Prahlad Maharaj during that time. So this was the time where Nrsimhadev appeared from the pillar. So there's so much to be said about this, and this is one of the biggest sections of Srimad Bhagavatam. This is one of the most widely read sections. Lord Chaitanya read this section hundreds and hundreds of times. So it shows how much it was dear to Lord Chaitanya. So we are very, very blessed. So we will read and also take some lessons from this Leela by reading Canto 7, Chapter 5, Prahlad Maharaj, the saintly son of Hiranyakashipu. So we read till text number 25, when Sri Prahlad explained the 9 processes of bhakti are the best thing. Aditam Uttamam. I consider these as the best thing. His father was completely, boiling with anger. The lips were trembling in extreme anger, and he spoke the following to the sons of Shukracharya. So let's see what he spoke. Text 26. Brahma bandhu kim etatte vipaksham shrayatat sata asaram grahito balo mam anadrityad Dumrate. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. O unqualified, most heinous son of a Brahmana, you have disobeyed my order and taken shelter of the party of my enemies. You have taught this poor boy about devotional service. What is this nonsense? Purport. In this verse, the word asaram, meaning having no substance, is significant. For a demon, there is no substance in the process of devotional service, but to a devotee, devotional service is the only essential factor in life. Since Hiranyakashipu did not like devotional service, the essence of life, he chastised Prahlad Maharaj's teachers with harsh words. So, if a 5-year-old, learns something wrong, and especially in a Gurukul, where the main responsibilities of teachers. Nowadays, it's not like that. But in a Gurukul, the teachers are the main, responsible people to train in whatever way. And he's coming after 1 year and talking about devotional service. So Hiranyakashipu was very, very angry upon whom? The teachers, because where else he will learn from? So Shanena Marg, you are Brahma Bandhu. You are not true Brahmanas. True Brahmanas are supposed to teach what I want them to teach. That is politics, etc. But you have taught them, you have taught my child about bhakti. What is this nonsense? This is asaram. Sar means essence. Or Sargrahi Janardana, Bhavgrahi Janardana. This word comes a multiple, that a Vaishnava or the Supreme Lord seeks the essence. A devotee seeks the essence. And the essence of life for a devotee is devotional service. But for the demoniac is sense gratification. For Hiranyakashipu, the essence of life was to enjoy gold and women, opposite sex and wealth. That is the sar for a demoniac. But for a devotee, one's life is completely centered around bhakti. That is the only essential factor. It is not one of the essential factors. This is Prabhupada is saying that is the only essential factor. And all others are, things to be taken care to support that essential factor. That famous verse, now utpadya dyadirati shramaya kevalam. So that all the other factors which do not awaken love for this essential factor are futile. But even if one is not the best engineer or the best doctor or materially not very successful, so-called material success, that is not the parameter of success as per scriptures. The parameter of success as per scriptures is attachment to devotional service. So that is the only essential factor as per the scriptures. So Hiranyakashipu is chastising. What have you done? You are teaching him the opposite party, vipaksham. You're teaching him to take my enemy side. That's very bad. So, any other comments anyone has? Okay, let's read next verse, text 27. Would someone like to read or didn't read yesterday? Vilas Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji, Dandavad Pranam everyone. Text 27. Santi hi asadhavo loke durmaitras chadma peshina tesham udetiya kham kale roga patakina iva. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. In due course of time, various types of diseases are manifested in those who are sinful. Similarly, in this world, there are many deceptive friends and false gods, but eventually, because of their false behavior, their actual enmity becomes manifest. Purport. Being anxious about the education of his boy Prahlada, Hiranyakashipu was very much dissatisfied. When Prahlada began teaching about devotional service, Hiranyakashipu immediately regarded the teachers as his enemies in the garb of friends. In this verse, the word roga pata kina iva refers to disease, which is the most sinful and miserable of the conditions of material life. Janma mrityu jara vyadhi. Disease is the symptom of the body of a sinful person. The Smriti Shastra says, Brahma ha shaya rogi syat surapa shyava dantaka swarna haritu kunaki duscharma guru talpaga. Murderers of Brahmanas are later afflicted by tuberculosis, drunkards become toothless, those who have stolen gold are afflicted by diseased nails, and sinful men who have sexual connections with the wife of a superior are afflicted by leprosy and similar skin diseases. So this verse is telling us about the aspects of karma. As you sow, so shall you reap, and we know that what goes around comes around. So here, though Hiranyakashipu is speaking this verse, Prabhupada is telling us about the conditions of a conditioned soul who does not take to Krishna consciousness or bhakti. The end result is the reactions of the karma coming in such ghastly situations of disease and a condition of great suffering. And in this verse, Hiranyakashipu is actually saying that the persons who are influencing Prahlad brings about great disease onto Prahlad. So this is the second meeting, and when Prahlad Maharaj said about the wonderful qualities of devotional service for an atheist or a person like Hiranyakashipu, that seems like a disease. Thank you, Prabhuji. Please, if you'd like to add or correct.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. So it's telling that you are acting like my friend, but by teaching him the false, you are acting like my vipaksha. In front of me you act like very nicely, but behind my back you are teaching him this. So you are actually my enemies. Your enmity is coming, is manifesting. So Hiranyakashipu, and it is pretty natural. Just imagine if the child speaks something which the parent does not consider as right. What will be the immediate reaction? Who taught you this? Did your teacher tell you this? And the natural reaction is, and especially like in this day and age, children may be spending only a few hours, or 5, 6, 7, 8 hours at max. But here he was like living there. That means almost 24/7 with the teachers. So it is pretty natural for Hiranyakashipu to be angry because the child has learned something totally opposite. As for he has learned the best thing, but Hiranyakashipu does not consider. He considered he has learned the false thing. Therefore, he is very, 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 very angry upon the teachers. Let's see what the teachers feel. Let's hear from them. Anyone would like to read text 28? Nandini Mataji, you want to read?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Shri Guru Putra Vacha na mat pranitam ta na para pranitam suto vadattesha tavendra chatro naisargikiyam matirasya rajan niyacha manyun kadada sma manaha. Translation by His Bangladesh, Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. The son of Shukracharya, Hiranyakashipu's spiritual master, said, O enemy of King Indra, O king, whatever your son Prahlad has said was not taught to him by me or anyone else. His spontaneous devotional service has naturally developed in him. Therefore, please give up your anger and do not unnecessarily accuse us. It is not good to insult a Brahmana in this way. So philosophically, Shukracharya is correct, that he has not developed this devotional service attitude in Prahlad Maharaj, so neither he nor his son should be insulted. He says a Brahmana should not be insulted. But Shukracharya forgets the spirit of the law, that Brahmana means one who is worships Brahman, or one who does not serve a demon like Hiranyakashipu. But in those, that is just a technicality as per him. And he's commanding Hiranyakashipu, it seems, that give up. He says please, but he says give up your anger. And but he says very important point, Prahlad Maharaj, his spontaneous devotional service has naturally developed in him. So we'll read further. Thank you, Prabhu. Back to
you. Sorry, I accidentally pressed the recording button instead of the mute button, so there might be 2 sessions. Sorry for the inconvenience. Very, very important word. Thank you so much, Mataji, for reading and sharing. Naisargiki. This word has come multiple times in this chapter and in this whole episode. Again and again, pointing to the fact that Prahlad Maharaj's love for Krishna, for Vishnu, was like an iron filing attracted towards the magnet. There is no reason for the iron filing not to be attracted towards the magnet. It's like natural. Similarly, the jiva has a natural attraction towards the Supreme Lord. It is very, very natural. Because He's all attractive. He's the source of all pleasure. Which stone-hearted person would not be attracted? So that's what the Shan and Amarka are saying. That we have not done, sir. Please forgive us. Let's see what happens next. Bhadra Prabhuji, would you like to read, please?
Yes, Hare Krishna. Dandavat everybody. Text 29. Shinaraduvacha Gurunaivam Patiprokto Bhuya Aha Suraha Sutam Nached Guru Mukhyam Te Kuto Abhadra Sati Patihi Abhadra Sasit Patihi. Translation. Shri Narad Muni continued, when Hiranyakashipu received this reply from the teacher, he then addressed his son Prahlad. Hiranyakashipu said, "You rascal, most fallen of our family, if you have not received this education from your teachers, where have you gotten it?" Just I will read the commentary by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Is only one paragraph that will give us the understanding of this purport. No, there is a purport. Okay, I'm sorry. Purport. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explains that devotional service is actually Bhadrasati, not Abhadrasati. In other words, knowledge of devotional service can be neither inauspicious nor contrary to etiquette. To learn devotional service is the duty of everyone. Therefore, the spontaneous education of Prahlad Maharaj is supported as auspicious and perfect. So here the Hiranyakashipu is telling to his son, because his 2 teachers, they are saying Hiranyakashipu that we didn't teach him these things. And they are saying, as the previous verse says, the natural, the spontaneous natural devotional service is there within this boy, your son. So we didn't teach him. So then the Hiranyakashipu is asking his son, is calling to be rascal. Where have you received this education? Which teacher? Where have you gotten it? So we'll further read it. Now here, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur giving one comment here. O inauspicious one. That's what he says here. Abhadra. Bhadra means auspicious. Abhadra means inauspicious. The hidden meaning is from where did you get this mind which is not inauspicious? which is actually not which is not inauspicious, it's auspicious. So where did you get this auspicious? That's what hidden meaning of this meaning of this shloka is. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Okay, let's read again a very, very important verse which has a wonderful purport. So maybe someone can read the verse in one paragraph who didn't read yesterday.
I can read, Prabhu.
Please.
Sri Prahlado Vacha. Hare Krishna devotees. Sorry. Sri Prahlado Vacha. Matirna Krishna Prata Svato Va Mito Abhichyate Graha Prathanam Adanta Gobir Vistatam Tamisram Punah Pumsa Charita Charanam. Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada ki jai. Prahlad Maharaj replied, because of their uncontrolled senses, persons too addicted to materialistic life makes progress toward hellish conditions and repeatedly chew that which has already been chewed. Their inclinations towards Krishna are never aroused, either by the instruction of others, by their own efforts, or by a combination of both. Purport. In this verse, the words Matir na Krishna refers to devotional service rendered to Krishna. So-called politicians, erudite scholars, and philosophers who read Bhagavad Gita try to twist some meaning from it to suit their materialistic purposes. But their misunderstanding of Krishna will not yield them any profit, because such politicians, professors, and scholars are interested in using Bhagavad Gita as a vehicle for adjusting things materially. For them, constant thought of Krishna or Krishna consciousness is impossible. Matir na Krishna. As stated in Bhagavad Gita 18:55, Bhakti-mam abhidhyanti, only through devotion service can one understand Krishna as he is. This, the so-called politicians and scholars think of Krishna as fictitious. The politicians say that his Krishna is different from the Krishna depicted in Bhagavad Gita. Even though he accepts Krishna and Rama as the supreme, he thinks Rama and Krishna are impersonal because he had no idea of service to Krishna. Thus, his only business is punah pums charvita charvananam, chewing the chewed again and again. The aim of such politicians and academic scholars is to enjoy this material world with their bodily senses. Therefore, it is clearly stated here that those who are griha vrata, whose only aim is to live comfortably with the body in the material world, cannot understand Krishna. The two expressions griha vrata and charvita charvananam indicates that a materialistic person tries to enjoy sense gratification in different bodily forms, life after life, but is still unsatisfied. Can you stop here, Prabhu?
Yes, sure.
Thank you, Prabhu. Back to you. Please explain.
I'm really sorry. Sorry. This is a very, very important verse actually. Maybe I'll share something after we read the whole purport. So, would someone like to read the remaining portion of the purport? Anyone who didn't read yesterday? Renuka Mataji, you want to read? Nayan Prabhu? Renuka Mataji, you can read?
Sorry, Prabhu, I don't have the word ready.
Okay. Yeah, please.
In the name of personalism, this ism or that ism, such person always remain attached to materialistic way of life. As stated in Bhagavad Gita 2:44, Bhugashara prasaktanam taya prita chetosam bhaya vapshaika buddhir samodona vidiyate. In the minds of those who are too attached to sense enjoyment and material opulence, who are bewildered by such things, the resolute determination for devotional service or to the Supreme Lord does not take place. Those who are attached to material enjoyment cannot be fixed in devotional service to the Lord. They cannot understand Bhagavan, Krishna, or his instruction, Bhagavad Gita. Adanta Govir Visatam Tamur Tamisram. Their path actually leads toward hellish life. As conferred by Rishabdeva, Mahat Sevam Dharam Ahur Vimukta. One must try to understand Krishna by serving a devotee. The word Mahat refers to a devotee. Mahat Manasto Mam Partha Daivim Praktim Asrita Bhajanti Annayanna Manasa Yatova Guditam Avayam. O son of Pritha, those who are not deluded, the great souls, are under the protection of the divine nature. They are fully engaged in devotional service because they know me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, original and inexhaustible. Bhagavad Gita 9:13. A Mahatma is one who is constantly engaged in devotional service 24 hours a day. As explained in the following verses, unless one adheres to such a great personality, one cannot understand Krishna. Hiranyakashipu wanted to know where Prahlad had gotten this Krishna consciousness. Who had taught him? Prahlad sarcastically replied, "My dear father, person like you never understand Krishna. One can understand Krishna only by serving a Mahat, a great soul. Those who try to adjust material conditions are said to be chewing the chewed. No one has been able to adjust material conditions, but life after life, generation after generation, people try and repeatedly fail. Unless one is properly trained by a Mahat or a Mahatma or unalloyed devotee of the Lord, there is no possibility of one's understanding Krishna and his devotional service." All glories to Prabhupada. So, in this purport, as Prabhuji mentioned, is a very important verse, and Prabhupada wonderfully explained a glimpse of devotional service, like how one can engage in devotional service. And in the previous portion, I can read like Bhaktamam Abhijanti. Only through devotional service one can understand Krishna as he is. And also this portion of the purport is also saying like only through the service, only when someone serves a Mahat or Mahatma can be engaged in devotional service. And the materialistic person, like when they are trying to adjust their material conditions, they are always failing doing that, and because they cannot do that because that already achieved, and there is no other way, and therefore they are suffering life after life, generation after generation. And only through serving a unalloyed devotee, a Mahatma, one can understand Krishna and his devotional service. And this also implies to like how important it is to get association and also get a spiritual master. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, back to you.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. This is again a memory verse. This chapter has a lot of memory verses, often quoted by Prabhupada at multiple places. So let's try to learn this. Shri Prahlad Uvacha Matirna Krishne Parata Svatova Mitho Bhipadyed Griha Vritanam Adanta Gobhir Vishatam Tamishram Puna Punascharvita Charvananam. So please try to learn this if possible. And this is very often quoted. Matir na Krishna. Mati means intelligence. This word Mati has come multiple times. In the previous verse also the word Mati comes in the last. And or before also it has come a few times. Their intelligence or their mind does not is not inclined towards Krishna. Parata Swatova. Para means others. Swatova. Swa means self. So their mind will not engage in Krishna either by their own effort or by others' effort. Whose mind? Mitho bhipadyet griha vratanam. Those who have taken this vow. What vow? Vrata. Griha vrata. Too much addiction to I, me, mine. This is my home, this is my family, this is my job, I am this, I am that, I am rich, I am handsome, I am, great. This is all griha vrata. Thinking oneself to be the enjoyer, the master, the proprietor. So their mati, their intelligence, their mind will not be inclined. They won't be inclined. It's like, Hiranyakashipu is asking this question. Well, you are saying that your attraction towards Krishna is natural. No one taught you. Correct? That's what he said. Narad Muni said in text number, before and the Guru Putras said the same thing, that his attraction is naisargiki, is natural. So Hiranyakashipu seems to be asking if the attraction towards Krishna is natural, then why everyone does not, incline? Why everyone's mati is not inclined towards Krishna? Then Prahlad Maharaj says this, that those people who are too much attached to griha, to home, and the pleasures related to the home, the so-called pleasures, it's not really pleasures, it is actually adanta gobhir. Adanta means uncontrolled. Go means senses. Vishatam tamishram. They enter into the hellish life. And what are they doing? Punah, punah. Again and again. Charvita, charvanana. One which has already been chewed, they are trying to chew the same thing. So many examples can be linked. A lot of devotees give this example of sugarcane juice. If someone has seen this sugarcane juice machine, not the like electric one, but in India they have this, you put the sugarcane juice from one side and there are in between the gears. You put the sugarcane from one side and between the gears it gets completely, crushed, and then the juice comes out. But that's not the end. And from the other side, the person who's extracting the juice takes it and again puts it in the machine. That's not it. Again puts it, and then someone thinks there's still a drop of juice is left. So trying to enjoy material life through opposite sex, wealth, this is all. No one has found real happiness in these things, whether wealth or opposite sex or intoxication, gambling, etc. Whatever the so-called pleasures of this material world. No one has found real happiness. It's like chewing the chewed. One may try different ways. Like a person getting married like 23 times. One may try, last time I didn't get real pleasure. Now I'll get married to a better partner. I'll have real happiness. Now, 23 times got married. This is the Guinness Book of World Record for the most number of marriages. 23 times. Think, this last time I didn't get happiness. This time I'll get. Last time was this, something went wrong. This time I'll get. This time I'll get. This time. Puna, charvita charunana. There is no happiness. One who is completely addicted, either through one's own self, they can try. Nothing will happen. Or others may try. It won't happen because they don't have the consciousness to hear. One who is too busy. One has to have the right attitude. Like we know this famous story of Chitraketu Vidya, and so many other stories like Prachini Bhari. Now, in the first instance, Chitraketu was not ready. He said, no, I just want children. That's the cause of my problem. If I get that, I'll be happy. Later he got ready. And there are multiple such examples. Those people are not ready because Adanta Gobhir Vishitam Tamishram. So, because of the uncontrolled senses, the Adanta Gobhir, they are too much attached to this vow. They have taken the vow. Me, my home, and everything is centered around that. So their inclination towards Krishna is never aroused through self or through others' effort. Prabhupada also mentions how it will arouse is only by taking shelter of Mahat Sevam Dwaram Ahur Vimukti. So the serving the great souls, which will come very shortly actually, serving the great souls who are under the divine nature, Daivim Prakritim Ashrataha, then only one has hope to understand Krishna. And that's what Prahlad Maharaj is teaching, because so it's a great lesson for us, for everyone. Any other comments or questions anyone has? Okay, one last verse for today. Would someone like to read?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, I can read.
Yes, please.
Natte vidu swartha gatim hi vishnum durashayaye bahirarthamaninaha andayatandhair upaniyamanas te pishatantyam urudham nibandham. Translation and purport by Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation: persons who are strongly entrapped by the consciousness of enjoying material life and who have therefore accepted as their leader or guru a similar blind man attached to external sense objects cannot understand that the goal of life is to return home back to Godhead and engage in the service of Lord Vishnu. As blind men guided by another blind man miss the right path and fall into a ditch, materially attached men led by another materially attached man are bound by the ropes of fruitive labor, which are made of very strong cords, and they continue again and again in materialistic life, suffering the threefold miseries. Purport. Since there must always be a difference of opinion between demons and devotees, Hiranyakashipu, when criticized by his son Prahlad Maharaj, should not have been surprised that Prahlad Maharaj differed from his way of life. Nonetheless, Hiranyakashipu was extremely angry and wanted to rebuke his son for deriding his teacher or spiritual master, who had been born in the Brahmana family of the great Acharya Shukracharya. The word Shukra means 7, and Acharya refers to a teacher or guru. Hereditary guru or spiritual master have been accepted everywhere since time immemorial. But Prahlad Maharaja declined to accept such a seminal guru or to take instructions from him. An actual guru is Shrotriya, one who has heard or received perfect knowledge through parampara, the disciplic succession. Therefore, Prahlad Maharaja did not recognize a seminal spiritual master. Such spiritual masters are not at all interested in Vishnu. Indeed, they are hopeful of material success. Bahir Artha Maninaha. The word Bahihi means external, Artha means interest, and Maninaha means taking very seriously. Generally speaking, practically everyone is unaware of the spiritual world. The knowledge of the materialistic is restricted within the 4 billion miles limited of this material world, which is in the dark portion of the creation. They do not know that beyond that material world is the spiritual world. Unless one is a devotee of the Lord, one cannot understand the existence of the spiritual world. Gurus, teachers who are simply interested in this material world are described in this verse as andha, that is blind. Such blind men may lead many other blind followers without true knowledge of material conditions, but they are not accepted by devotees like Prahlad Maharaj. Such blind teachers, being interested in the external material world, are always bound by the strong ropes of material nature. So in this verse they are explaining about how to accept the spiritual master. So by reading this purport, I got to remind of the Bali Maharaj story. In the Bali Maharaj story also, when Vamanadev comes to ask for 3 steps of land, Shukracharya says that you are giving it to Lord Vishnu. He is not Vamana, he is Vishnu came as Vamanadev. But still Bali Maharaj, he didn't accept the Guru's order, and he gave the 3 steps of land, and he listened to the Vamanadev. So in such circumstances, if they are not giving the devotional service to the Vishnu, serving the spiritual master, you can disregard at that time of thing, if it's not related to spiritual, Krishna conscious way, or a spiritual world, serving something devotional way. So that's what I understood, Prabhuji. So you can explain more. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Really very nice example and correlation with Bali Maharaj. Again, this is also very, very important verse. All these verses by Prahlad Maharaj in this chapter are really amazing. Na te vidu swartha gatim hi Vishnu. They do not know that their real interest, artha, is in serving Krishna. But they have this dura asha. Asha means hope, ambition. Durasha means false hope. False hope that this material world will give us happiness, because they consider bahi arthamanina. Their whole inclination is towards outside. Remember the story of the deer who was trying to find that where is the smell coming, the smell of the musk. Where is that musk smell coming? Running in this direction, north, east, south, west, everywhere is running. Where is that enchanting smell coming? Bahir Arthaman. Krishna is there within. So rather than exploring the journey within or inside, we are exploring the Bahir Artha, outside journey. Everyone is exploring outside journey. Oh, let me see what's there in the new mall. Let me see what's there in the new restaurant. Oh, what's there in the new movie. Oh, what's there in that new cafe. Oh, let's explore that. That will give me true happiness. But that deer, ultimately, it gets exhausted and the hunter kills it and takes out that musk. That's the fragrance which was coming from within. So Krishna is right there, standing ready, seated next to us like the 2 birds on the tree. But one is too busy outside. And one has accepted so-called gurus also, which Prahlad Maharaj is rejecting. He says, so-called gurus, it's like blind leading the other blind. Where will the 2 go? They will both fall in ditch. Blind leading the blind. So that can be related to modern day leaders who are not Krishna conscious. So everyone is leader in some way or the other. So as leaders, we must try to lead by not this way. So this is a bad leadership actually. blind leading the blind. They are caught up with these damni, damodar, dam and udar. So here is coming uru damni. Uru krama, we have heard the word is, uru means great or strong. Uru krama has great activities, referring to Vamandev. Uru krama, we read that before. But uru damni here referring to the strong cords, baddha. They are caught up by these very, very strong cords of material nature, and they themselves go in hell. And then dhongi guru lalchi chela dono ka narak mein thilam thela. So if the choice is ours, if we are looking for a bad guru, then we will find a bad guru. If we are looking for the right spiritual master, and if that sincere desire is there in our heart, Krishna will take us to the right guru. So the choice is ours. What are we looking for? Are we really looking for the right guru? Or are we just looking for a so-called guru? So I can say, oh, I also have a guru. Look at this picture. I have this family. I have my home. I have my car. And I have a guru also. So I'm also very pious. But that is not the real meaning of guru. Real meaning of guru is one who cuts the ropes. Guru means heavy. Guru means one who cuts. Not one who binds with the strong ropes of material attachment. Guru means one who cuts the ropes of material attachments. One who is really focused on the inside journey, not the bahir artha. So, such people, Prahlad Maharaj is speaking, that those who are too absorbed in the outside world, the grihavrata, or absorbed in the outside things, and have accepted a so-called leader who is also bound by material ropes. So they may think, I have guru, but that is just a so-called guru. They both will continue again and again in the material life, suffering the pangs of material life. So Prahlad Maharaj is rejecting so-called guru. Any other comments or questions? Okay, so again, today is the auspicious appearance day of Lord Nrsimhadev. So let's pray on this special day for ourselves, for our dear ones, for all the members in this group, and for everyone. Prahlad Maharaj said, may everyone be Krishna conscious. That was his prayer in Canto 5, Chapter 18. So we can pray that Lord Nrsimhadev always protects our bhakti, and if we may not be distracted by the bahir, by the external energies of this world, and may Lord always keep us aligned at his lotus feet, like an iron particle attracted towards the magnet. We can learn from the exemplary example of Prahlad Maharaj. We can learn from Hiranyakashipu that how he had everything, but still he was suffering and miserable because of lack of control of senses. So many lessons. So let's pray on this day that may we can always continue to our bhakti, our devotion at the lotus feet of Sri Guru, the great Mahat, Srila Prabhupada, Lord Nrsimhadev, and always try to be in the mood of Prahlad Maharaj, so that we can never be deviated in this path of bhakti, and we can fulfill the goal of human form of life, that is to attain Naisargiki Bhakti, natural, spontaneous love and devotion towards Krishna. Thank you so much for joining in your precious association. I'm so grateful to you. Very, very happy Nrsimha Chaturdashi to all of you and your dear loved ones. Grantraj Srimad Bhagvatam ki jai, Shri Nrsimhadev Bhagwan ki jai, Shri Nrsimhadev Bhagwan ki jai, Shri Nrsimhadev Bhagwan ki jai, Shri Prahlad Maharaj ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Samaveta Gaur Bhaktavind ki jai. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namo. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.